Hello children, welcome to another session of Science Class 4. Now, this lesson will help you to understand the role of teeth, to describe the different sets and type of teeth with its function, to describe the different parts of tooth, and to identify the function of various parts of digestive system. Now, I would like to appreciate the students for their best performance in homework. Name of the students are Qureshi Mohammad Bilal Imran Bhai, Bimani Sakina Imran Abbas, and Mawawala Zuveria. So now let's understand textual content of lesson 2. First, teeth. Teeth are present inside our mouth and they help in biting and chewing the food. As you know, humans cannot swallow food in one big gulp. So, food must be broken down into smaller pieces before it can be swallowed. So, the function of teeth is to break down food into smaller pieces, and they help in biting and chewing the food. Next is sets of teeth. Human beings have two sets of teeth, temporary and permanent set. By the time a child is 2.5 years old, the first set of 20 teeth appears. This set of teeth in a child is called temporary teeth. They are also called mill teeth. Means we have all gone through the phase during our childhood where we would lose a tooth and a new teeth, means new one would already be ready below it. As a human, we have two sets of teeth that erupt during our lifetime, and this first set is called as milk teeth, primary teeth or baby teeth, and they start erupting at the age of 2.5 years old. Even mill teeth are very important for the normal growth and development of a child. Even it is as important as your permanent teeth. Though there is difference between both the sets, mill teeth perform certain important functions, like they help the child bite and chew the food, which is essential for the child to get proper nutrition during his or her early years. Even mill teeth allow the proper development of speech. They create and hold space for the eruption of permanent teeth in the jaw, and they ensure proper tooth alignment when the permanent teeth begin to erupt. After mill teeth or first set of teeth, which is temporary set, next is permanent set. When the child is about 6 years old, mill teeth start falling out one by one. Slowly new ones, means new teeth, which are bigger in size, take their place. This set of new teeth is called permanent teeth, which is the second set of teeth, and they are usually 32 teeth in a permanent teeth. Now next, types of teeth. Teeth are mainly needed, means required, to bite and chew the food. According to their function, teeth are of 4 types, means there are 4 types of teeth and they perform different functions. First is incisors. There are 8 incisors in all, 4 in each jaw, means upper jaw and lower jaw. They are used for cutting and biting food. Means the function of incisors teeth are cutting and biting food. Incisors are located in the front part of your mouth. As you can see, you have 4 of them in your upper jaw and 4 in your lower jaw. And the shape of incisors are like small chisel, and they have sharp edges that help you bite into food. Like whenever you sink your teeth into something such as an apple, you use your incisors teeth. Now after incisors, next is canines, which is second type of teeth. There are 4 canines in all, 2 in each jaw. Each jaw means 2 in upper jaw, 2 in lower jaw. We have 1 canine on both sides of the incisors. As you can see, on the both side of 4 incisors, there is one canine teeth. Now shape of canines. Canines are sharp and are used for tearing food. In flesh-eating animals, canines are bigger and sharper so that tearing flesh is easier. So function of these canine teeth is to tear food. Now next type is premolar. There are 8 premolars in all, 4 in each jaw, means 4 in upper jaw and 4 in lower jaw. These are broad teeth. Next to the canines, premolars help to crush food and chew it, means function of premolar is to crush food and chew it. Even premolars are bigger than canines and incisor teeth. They have a flat surface with ridges for crushing and grinding food into smaller pieces to make it easier for us to swallow the food. Now after premolar, 4th type of teeth is molars. There are 12 molars in all. They are bigger and flatter than the premolars with a broader upper surface to chew and grind the food well. Out of the 12 molars, 8 grow first, 2 on each side of the premolar. 4 more molars grow later. Plant-eating animals have well-developed premolars and molars because they need to chew and grind their food a lot. Means our 12 molars teeth are our biggest and strongest teeth. We have 6 on the top and 6 on the bottom. The main 8 molars are sometime divided into your 6 years and 12 years molars based on when they typically grow in. The large surface area of your molars help our food to grind. When you eat, your tongue pushes the food to the back of your mouth, and then your molar breaks up the food into smaller pieces. So this is the function performed by molar teeth. Molars include 4 wisdom teeth, which are the last set of teeth to come in. They usually come in between the age of 17 and 25. Wisdom teeth are also called third molar. So let's understand care of teeth. Proper care of teeth is very important. When we eat, tiny bits of food get stuck in spaces between our teeth. We need to clean them out. Otherwise, germs can grow there and form a sticky layer called plaque. Proper brushing with a toothbrush, toothpaste and water can prevent plaque formation. It means that after you eat, bacteria go crazy over the sugar on your teeth like an ant. If you don't take care of your teeth, cavities and unhealthy gums will make your mouth very sore. Eating meals will be also difficult and you will be sick. So we need to take care of our teeth. Next is ways to protect your teeth. There are different ways to protect your teeth. Because we are lucky that we know so much now about taking care of our teeth. Because long ago, as people got older, their teeth would rot away and be very painful. To get rid of a toothache, they had their teeth pulled out. Finally, people learned that cleaning their teeth was important, but they didn't have toothpaste right away. So, today there are plenty of toothpaste choices, lots of colors, flavors to choose from, and some are made just for kids. When you are choosing a toothpaste, make sure it contains fluoride because it makes your teeth strong and protects them from cavities. When you brush, you don't need a lot of toothpaste. Brush your teeth at least twice a day, once in the morning, once before going to bed. Because brushing properly breaks down plaque. Use up and down motion to brush teeth. Brush the top teeth downwards and the bottom teeth upward. Brush out the back of the teeth. Brush the flat surface of the premolar and molar. Use a tongue cleaner to clean the tongue. Brush all of your teeth, not just the front one, and spend some time on the teeth along the side and in the back. Take your time while brushing. Spend at least 2 or 3 minutes each time you brush. Next is eat food that is healthy for teeth and gums. For example, milk, eggs, curd and green vegetable, because it's not just brushing and flossing that keep your teeth healthy. You also need to be careful about what you eat and drink. Now next point, avoid eating too many sweet, sugary snacks or soft drink. It means to keep your teeth healthy, you also need to be careful about what you eat and drink, because the plaque on your teeth is just waiting for that sugar to arrive. Eat lots of fruit and vegetable and drink water instead of soda or soft drink. Next point, visit the dentist regularly for checkups, because it's also important to visit the dentist twice a year. Besides checking for signs of cavities or gum disease, the dentist will help you to keep your teeth extra clean and can help you learn the best way to brush and floss. Even calcium is very important for strong teeth. Milk and milk products such as curd and cheese are rich sources of calcium. Eating fruit and salads help in keeping our teeth healthy. Now next, the digestive system. The food that we eat is broken down into simpler form because we cannot swallow food in one big gulp. So we need to break down our food into simpler form, and these simpler forms of food give us energy that can be used by our body for doing different activities. Now next, the process by which food is broken down into a simpler form so that it can be easily taken in or absorbed by the body is called digestion. There are various organs that work together and help in digestion. These organs together form the digestive system. It means the digestive system of the human body comprises a group of organs working together to convert food into energy for the body. Now let's understand the process of digestion. Your digestive system started working even before you took the first bite of your food, and the digestive system will be busy at work on your chewed up lunch for the next few hours or sometime days, depending upon what you have eaten. So the process of digestion starts in the mouth. Here food is broken down by biting and chewing. This chewed food mixes with a liquid called saliva, which helps in digestion. Second organ of digestive system is food pipe. The esophagus is like a stretchy pipe that is about 10 inches, means 25 centimeter long. Food passes from the mouth through this thin tube called food pipe and reaches the stomach. It means it moves food from the back of your throat to your stomach. Once food has entered the esophagus, it doesn't just drop right into your stomach, but muscles in the wall of the esophagus move in a wavy way to slowly squeeze the food through the esophagus, and this takes about 2 to 3 seconds. Third organ of your digestive system is stomach. It is a sac-like organ where food is broken down further. Means your stomach, which is attached to the end of the esophagus, is a stretchy sac shape like the letter J. It has the 3 important jobs, like to store the food you have eaten, to break down the food into a liquidy mixture, and to slowly empty that liquidy mixture into a small intestine. Now, fourth organ of your digestive system is small intestine. Food from the stomach passes into a small intestine. Here all the useful nutrients are absorbed by the blood and taken to all parts of the body. Means the small intestine break down the food mixture even more so your body can absorb all the vitamins, minerals, protein, carbohydrate and fats, and some juices help to digest food and allow the body to absorb these nutrients. Next organ of your digestive system is liver. It produces juices that play an important role in the digestion of food. It means the nutrients-rich blood comes directly to the liver for processing. The liver filters out harmful substances or waste, turning some of the waste into more bile. The liver even helps figure out how many nutrients will go to the rest of the body and how many will stay behind in storage. For example, the liver stores certain vitamins and a type of sugar your body uses for energy. Next organ of your digestive system is large intestine. It holds the food that cannot be digested, absorb water from it and forms waste called feces. The large intestine has a tiny tubes with a closed end coming off which holds the food that cannot be digested. Last organ, anus. Feces are removed from the body through the anus. After most of the nutrients are removed from the food mixture, there is waste left over. Stuff your body can't use. This stuff needs to be passed out of your body. So this waste stuff are removed from the body through anus. Now next, healthy eating habits. Healthy eating habits are also important for good health. Some healthy eating habits are given below. Chew the food well and do not swallow it whole. Means pause before taking a bite and chew slowly and intentionally. This will help you bring your focus back to the task of eating and will help you to easily break down food into simpler forms. So eat fruits and vegetables every day. This will provide your body with minerals and vitamins as well as dietary fiber. Always wash your hands before and after meals because washing your hands before eating a meal is a simple and effective method of infection prevention. When you eat without washing your hands, the bacteria and germs that are left on your fingers and palm can be transferred to the inside of your mouth. This can cause illness and infection. So always wash your hands before and after meals. Next point, rinse your mouth well after meals. A quick rinse with water in your mouth will boost your body's natural ability to clean itself after a meal. Rinsing with water protect your enamel by removing food and sugar left over. So rinse your mouth well after meals. Next, always try to eat a balanced diet. Always eat clean, fresh and well-cooked food. Means eating well is fundamental to good health and well-being. So always eat clean, fresh and well-cooked food. Healthy eating helps us to maintain a healthy weight and reduces our risk of diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol. Now next is microbes. Microbes are very small living things that cannot be seen with the naked eye. They can be seen only with the help of an instrument called a microscope. Microbes are of four main types: virus, bacteria, fungi, protozoa. Microbes can be useful or harmful to human beings. It means microbes are tiny living things that are found all around us and are too small to be seen with the naked eye. They live in water, soil and in the air. The human body is home to millions of these microbes too, which are also called microorganisms. As you know, microbes can be useful or harmful to human being. Certain uses of microbes are given here. Some microbes are used in making bread and bun. Some microbes change milk into curd. Some microbes help in the digestion of food. Some microbes help in the process of rotting of dead plants and animals. Even microbes play a very important role in maintaining the fertility of the soil. They help in the composite process which forms manure. Even microbes present in the soil help to enrich the soil with other nutrients. Today we have covered topic like need of teeth. So as you know, we need teeth to break down the food which can be further digested by other organ in digestion system, which are present inside our mouth, and they help in biting and chewing the food. Second topic, sets of teeth. So as you know, human beings have two sets of teeth, temporary and permanent set. By the time a child is 2.5 years old, the first set of 20 teeth appears, which is temporary teeth, which is also called milk teeth or primary teeth. And when the child is about 6 years old, milk teeth start falling out one by one slowly, and new ones which are bigger in size take their place, and this set of new teeth is called permanent teeth. And there are usually 32 teeth in permanent set, means there are two type of sets, temporary and permanent. Then next topic, types of teeth. So according to their function, there are 4 types of teeth. Incisors, which are used for cutting and biting food, and which are 8 in number. Then second type, canine, which are used for tearing food. As they are sharp, they tear the food, and they are 4 in numbers. Then third type is premolar, which are broad teeth and next to the canine, which help to crush food and chew it, means it is the function of premolar. Then fourth is molar, which are 12 in numbers, and which also help to chew and grind the food a lot. Then parts of tooth. A tooth has a crown and root, 2 parts, one which we can see and another which we can't see. Then we have covered topic like care of teeth, different ways to protect our teeth, then digestive system, in which we have covered function of different organs like mouth, food pipe, stomach, small intestine, liver, large intestine and anus. So this was the process of digestion, which is very helpful for our health, and these all organs together form the digestion system. Then we have covered topic like healthy eating habits, like chew the food well, do not swallow it, eat fruit and vegetable every day, always wash your hands. Then last we have covered topic like microbes. So as you know, microbes are very small living thing that cannot be seen with the naked eye, and they can be only seen with the help of instrument called microscope. Then we have covered harmful microbe, their type and diseases caused by different harmful microbe.